Welcome to RollFare, a D&D podcast. Thank you for listening. We appreciate your support, and if you have any comments, we'd love to hear them on our social media. If you would like to support us, we do have a coffee page, and love to hear or love to see if just whatever. We'd love to hear from you.
Do you want to spell out the website so that people know where?
Yes, you can reach us. You can check out our website at rollfare.com, which is ROLL. F is in Frank, ARE is in elephant.com.
And go to donations, and there you go.
Yes, Brad is the expert. He built the website. So, as always, we are going to introduce ourselves. My name is Devin. I am the Dungeon Master.
I'm Ryan, and I'm playing Alton, the Tiefling Warlock.
I'm Brad. I'm playing Arden the Wizard, and while Austin is away, Sharu, the Shield.
I'm Tristan. Will, playing Tristan, the Rogue.
I'm Ben, playing Raina, the Ranger.
I'm Sarah. I'm playing Asar, the Fire Genasi, and I'm also subbing for Kaiji for Kayla.
Perfect. So, last time, the party tracked down the dig site that Alton originally was employed at, and they got into a battle with they don't know that they're gnolls, but they are gnolls. These are creatures that none of them have seen before, and some goblins and one tricky imp. And we are just picking up from the end of that battle with whatever they are choosing to do at this time.
Arden wants to hurry and just see if he can find anything that the dig site has to offer archaeology-wise.
Okay.
If it's been picked clean or what. So
go ahead and make an investigation check.
While he's doing that, I'm going to start searching for Jalen, see if I can find his body.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Meanwhile, Raina is going to run back and check on Asar.
Okay.
She's just holding the arrow that's still in her kidney.
Yeah, that's get you patched up.
You've been healed a little bit.
Sure, we can take care of that.
So I got a natural 20 plus 6, so 26.
26? Okay.
Natural 20.
Sounds good. So, as you are looking around, you notice a lot of broken tools, and along the bodies you find some basic, armor. You find some daggers here and there, but most of these people were just commoners, hired to do some digging or basic guards. Okay. Let me get to the actual stuff that you do find. Bear with me.
I'm going to collect the daggers and give them to Rainer. Be like, Rainer, I think you need these.
So, who else is going to be searching just in the purpose of this?
Kaiji would be.
Kaiji.
Yeah, Tristan wants to kind of look around, see if he can find any armor off one of the bodies there, or any other weapons.
Okay.
Sure,
or any daggers.
Furiously writing in his journal.
Go ahead and make investigation checks for both of you, and then you made an investigation check as well, right?
Yeah, I only rolled a 5, though.
Okay. Sounds good.
I rolled a 2.
A 5. Oh, come on.
Ouch.
I'm sorry, Kayla.
7 total for Tristan.
Oh, gosh.
I find all the things.
Okay. So you do find quite a few things. The rest of you find probably, I'd say, enough to equal about 5 gold each, various copper, silver, and gold pieces. But for Arden, you find as you're searching about 6 gemstones. These are not sapphires. So you find a banded agate.
A what now?
A banded agate.
What's that?
A stone.
Is that part of the 6?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm giving you the specific names of them.
Thank you.
Blue quartz.
Banded agate. Blue quartz.
And you find 2 of those.
Okay.
Lapis lazuli. I don't know what that is.
I've heard of that. Is that one of them?
Yep. Malachite. And rhodochrosite.
Whatever that is. Heard of that. I when I was in South Africa, I got a malachite
Oh, nice.
heart-shaped thing. That's cool.
And then you find probably about you do find a chest hidden in the bushes.
Ooh.
And in there you find approximately 100 gold worth of coins.
Dang.
So,
Did I manage to spot Jalen at all with that terrible
You did
investigation
not.
roll?
you do find it's easy enough to find some basic armor, just simple leather, but it pretty worn, pretty ravished at this point, but would probably serve mostly for your purposes.
Cool. I will don the leather.
Okay,
Oh.
sounds good. It's
Bandit-
stinky, by the way. These bodies are like bloated bad.
Bandit the Gate is cool.
I'm sorry.
However you
Sorry,
say it.
stink guys, but I just I need a little bit more protection here. Does Shero have any good healing spells that he might use on?
Got one spell slot left. I
On
don't know
his
if he
side.
wants to use.
Did you replenish his spell slots after the rest?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's all right. I can. You don't need to use spells for me.
Are you sure you do? I mean,
Just
there's-
pull out the arrow and I'll be fine.
Well, Asar,
Okay, on the count of
you're,
3.
you're a cleric. Can you heal yourself?
I am a cleric.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it out on the count of 3.
Okay.
1,
Wait, it hurts.
2, and
You said 3. You liar.
should have pulled it out on 1. If I had counted all the way to 3, you would have tensed up, and it would have made it harder to pull out. Trust me, it works better this way.
Would a healer's kit make any difference?
Yeah, I'm gonna use
Isn't
my hit die when we take a short rest.
Oh,
Are we
okay.
taking a short rest?
Okay, that's fine.
You guys can definitely take a short rest at this
Okay.
time.
I'm
Yes,
taking
please.
a short rest and using my hit die to recover.
Yeah, I'll take a little bit too.
Did anyone find anything better at range than a dagger? I am.
Raina, and
I found
out of
other
her,
daggers.
her bag, she has a what is
Well,
it?
these goblins had some bows. I'm sure you could grab one of those.
I have a light crossbow and 20 crossbow bolts.
Good lord, you are loaded.
What else are you carrying in
Wow.
that bag, Asar?
I have things.
Apparently.
I wonder if I
you-
have any wrappings.
Are you sure I can use this? Are you sure you're not going to need it?
Have I used it thus far?
No, but you never know.
Look at me try to use it. I load the crossbow and I fire. What happens?
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
I'll do it with just my regular hand.
Who is standing in front of her?
And
Plus
what do you
whatever.
add to it? Your dex.
Yeah, how's this work?
Add
It's
your dex, so.
Do we all need to make deck saves or
That's
jump out of the way?
dodge this.
Dex.
Dex of proficiency.
I believe you're
3.
proficient with it too.
21.
21. Okay, so you take aim at just one of the goblin corpses, unless you feel you'd take aim at something else.
No, yeah,
Um,
corpse is fine.
And you try and take aim, and you're like, "Pshoof," and you hit it right in its skull.
You are absolutely awful.
Why am I using spells?
Listen, you hold on to that.
No, you take it. It's fine.
Well, I mean, I can always,
You
scan-
don't hit anything.
Do you have any
That hurt.
nice armor in that bag?
I don't have any nice armor, but I have some really nice clothes. Be lovely to wear those.
Listen, there's a couple bows on the goblins. I don't deserve this kindness. I'll just take the bow for now.
Okay.
Does there happen to be a spare bow? I could use one as well.
Yeah, so there's some short bows on the goblins, and you did notice that the gnolls were using bows as well, and they're carrying long bows.
Oh, I'm gonna take one of the long ones then.
I'll take a short bow if you don't mind.
These are pretty low quality.
It's better than no quality.
Can one of you fancy clerics do anything about the smell? This thing's reeking. I'm about ready to take it off.
I can actually clean it up a little bit.
That would be amazing.
I'll just do prestidigitation and
Okay.
try to clean
So
up.
it takes some of the smell out, it cleans it up a little bit, but still a little grimy.
Still pretty worn.
It's kind of like having to do multiple washes of something that's really really nasty. So
Oh, that kind of worked. You think you can do it again?
That's as much as I could do. I'm sorry.
Okay.
okay. Are you guys doing anything else here?
Wait, how do you spell the?
I'm gonna get some firing practice in just because I'm not used to the bow.
Okay.
A 1.
This is gonna go great. Okay.
Kaiji uses. I can't see what her hit die is.
I believe it's
It's a rogue. It's a
D8.
D8.
It's a D8.
I use both of mine.
Which one's
For
a
the short
D8?
rest.
It's
I rolled
the,
a 2 and a 3,
diamond
which with my
shaped
con
one.
mods got me right back up to 16.
You can add stuff to your backpack. This is great.
So is there anything
Yeah,
plus
they
to it?
changed
Plus your con mod.
Yeah.
Okay.
For each dice roll.
So Mossy's back up to the full health.
perfect.
I'm gonna need to move stuff.
Okay. What else are you guys doing?
I'm going to find a pair of shoes that fit.
Easy enough. You find some shoes. Also gross.
How do you spell the Rhodocris whatever?
I'll get it to you later.
Google it later.
Asa just limps around. Does she see anything? Is there anything that she can see? Anything of value?
Most things have been picked clean by the rest of the party. You can make an investigation check, see if you find anything else.
Sorry, I'd return the favor and heal you, but I don't seem to have that
It's a
power.
natural one.
Oh.
Nothing. You're pretty traumatized from the whole experience of getting shot twice.
Do I see? I know I rolled a 1, but is there Tethys or Shelkosh or Lucamus here?
No, none of them are here.
Okay.
I was actually going to give up on the bow after my failed attempt. Just sling it around my shoulder and start looking for the tracks again.
Right, Raina, you look cooler when you use the whip anyway.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going
I
to
like the whip. The whip is
yeah, I
my
do.
thing.
Just
I
get
don't
really
like
good
to
at
do that.
throwing the whip hard enough to hurt them.
Oh, it's just the distance. I'm not good.
Tie a dagger to the end of the whip.
Or you could just use the spear that I found over here, and I'll kind of go over and grab the spear from the tent.
Horribly good idea.
Do you want to use the spear? Can anyone use this spear?
I'm going
I've
to take
already got
over
a
for
spear.
Sharu here for a minute. Oh, I should write about that. We should try throwing the dagger with your whip. Let's see how it works.
I'm gonna go look for tracks first.
But this is science.
It is, and I'm a very scientific man. But
Good
not
call,
today.
Devin.
And okay, and he just starts taking notes. You see him. If any of you come and peer over, he's making doodles of what it would look like to have like the whip throw a dagger. And you see his eyes light up, and he's like, "Oh, this could totally work."
So Tristan's going to go over to Asar with the spear and kind of just kneel down next to her while she's like milking her wounds there. Look, Asar, is it? I know I'm kind of new around here, but it kind of seems like this is kind of a new experience for you, taking a licking like that.
Yes, it's very true. I've not had this ill treatment ever. If only people would respect me like they should.
Okay. I know it is painful, but the body does heal. I'm kind of living proof of that. So I do know that you'll pull through and you'll make it through it. And just wanted to kind of give you a little reassurance there.
Asa smiles radiantly and she says, "Thank you, Mr. Tristan. It means a lot, actually, coming from you."
Well, if you don't mind me saying, when we were back there in the battle, when you got really mad and really angry there, your hair got really bright and vibrant. I don't know if that was just the sun or if you just got a little hot-headed there, but That was kind of cool. I've never seen anything like that before.
It's true. Being hot-headed is something that fire genosies do. So if you ever see me start glowing, you know that I am feeling what I'm feeling very intensely.
Well, as I can tell with the pain you're still enduring here, I have to kind of look around and grab the little flask that I had of the healing potion, and there's just a little bit of a backwash or something that's in there, and never mind. I wish I could do anything to take away some of this pain here. If you want, you can use this shield. I'm not really the best with it, but kind of looks like you need it more than I do.
Can I still use my spells when I use the shield?
I'm not much of a mage myself, so I'm not too keen on that kind of insight. Maybe one of the other fellow clerics around here might know more about that than I do.
Asa takes the shield and she reaches up and she kisses the back of Mr. Tristan's hand. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
see a little bit of color for the first time in his dark cheeks through the 5 o'clock shadow he's kind of got there, and a little blush. And I'm just gonna anyway, as you were, and kind of shuffle away and kind of go find Sharu and or someone else, and just trying to stand awkwardly around, just kind of like looking around, like, okay, what do we do next?
Okay. Anything else that you guys are doing?
You know, Raina was trying to look for tracks.
Yeah,
That's right.
And Dalton's just gonna help him since
Okay.
we're not finding anyone.
And
we're
Arden's
looking
going
for.
to ask Tristan a question.
Sounds good. So go ahead and make a survival check.
Suck.
Does it get any advantage with my help?
He already gets advantage.
Guidance.
Okay, so my
Oh,
help is
that's
useless.
right. If you were next to me, I could give you guidance.
15.
15?
Probably off past everybody.
15.
I would say he can't get guidance. So
Yeah.
So you combining the two of your efforts, you are able to see that there are tracks that go off on each of these canyons, and it seems, based on what you've experienced here, that the main tracks are heading more towards
Southwest or southeast?
southeast.
Southeast. Including the Dragonborn tracks?
You haven't seen any of those tracks.
There was no sign of any of them along the way.
I would say you do see beetle tracks though.
Rainer, is it you're looking for tracks and they're going off in this direction over there?
I'm just looking for anything that
You could be riding the beetles.
that's entirely possible. I didn't think about that one.
Is this the mine where you were told to come and find these people?
No, actually, this is a dig site. I came here specifically looking for someone, a friend of mine, but I was also hoping to. We had some help to get down to the mine originally, and it seemed as though they may have been in a fight with the goblins and such around here. That was the amulet we found a bit earlier. But and so I was worried, to say the least, and we should probably keep searching for any survivors in the area that we could possibly find. That actually makes me think I didn't even bother trying to check for Vasa on accident.
Yeah, I mean, you can see if you can find any information here.
Yeah, I'd try and find something that would tip me off to.
Okay, go ahead and make a investigation check. I'd say.
If you were next to me, I could have given you guidance.
It wouldn't have done anything.
That wouldn't have helped.
Okay, so you're just a little overwhelmed from the whole experience, feeling pretty useless from the previous
That
battle,
was another one, by the way.
and you come to that realization that you haven't really even been thinking about Vatha much. And looking around, you're kind of seeing the the heaviness of the situation, and you realize this may not end in a hopeful way. You said you were going to ask Tristan a question.
Yeah. Whether it's while we're traveling or whatever's convenient. Mr. Tristan, you seem to have been able to take care of yourself. How did you get captured, if you don't mind me asking?
Kind of a long story on that one. More or less, I was basically in the mine trying to help out the locals in there, the slaves, if you will. I just don't like calling them that myself. The people in there were heavily oppressed, and I tried to assist some of them in dodging some of the unfair and cruel treatment. And powers that be did not like that so much, so they pulled me aside, and I told them where the bear goes in the bushes, if you know what I mean. And they didn't take too kindly to that either. So they strung me up and gave me a good whipping, or 25.
I'm sorry that happened to you. If you don't mind, I know this might be an insensitive question, but what is it like to die?
You know, I hadn't really thought about that, but having been on the brink so many times, I guess I would describe it as a kind of like a separation, almost. It's kind of like your I don't know the right words for it, but your innards, your inside, not like your guts and such, but like your soul, your spirit, whatever you want to call it, your conscious or being, kind of like leaves the body, and you're not really in the same plane. I would, as I've heard other people have described, there's different types of planes of existence, as I understand. It kind of seems like I left this plane and was kind of in just like a floating, empty place where I was just kind of waiting to see what happened next. I could hear voices. There were some lights off in the distance. There was pull and sway one way. I didn't really get too much time in that space or realm, if you were, whatever you want to call it, before I was pulled back into this realm.
Go ahead and make a religion check real quick for me. And I'd say with advantage, just with how much
death you actually experienced.
That's a 1 and a 15, 16 total.
Okay. So based on the experiences that you had, when you passed on, you got small glimpses, very, very brief glimpses each time. And it's almost like the memory has faded. You don't really remember much, but you do remember seeing the face of a kindly woman who was dressed in pure white. And she, as you, the brief glimpses you got, you kind of piecing these together, you recognized it as a place of almost like peace, where you just felt calm. But each time you were just starting to settle in, you were called back, and the pain reset back in. But every moment you went back into that place, you would see the smile of this woman, and you would see her crying for you, and you knew that she was crying for you. But each moment that happened, she seemed to give you strength, even though she never said a word.
So I kind of relay that, and so while I was in that floating realm, and when I saw those lights and such, in the lights I saw this woman's face, this like motherly patron of sorts. She was smiling and welcoming. It felt like a warm, peaceful place. And just as I was settling in, that's when the pain came back, and I was ripped out of that place. And I can't remember the exact look on her face there. I can't remember what she looked like specifically, but closest thing to a deity that I could describe her as some sort of goddess. I would imagine that she was trying to strengthen me and encourage me, that even though I was going through a really hard time there, that she was watching over me, and she was ready to welcome me to whatever, I guess, heavenly abode, or it seemed heavenly. It was kind of I wanted to be there. It wasn't look like it didn't seem like I was going to some sort of like hell, if you will. So
I appreciate you sharing that with me. I am terrified of dying, and I mean, when we first met you, you asked us to just let you die, and I was just wondering if that's where you wanted to be instead of here. So
yes, I did want to be there instead of here. There it kind of looked and seemed and felt like all the cares of the world were gone. It was just relaxing. Have you ever? What's the most tender, relaxing moment you've ever had in your life? A mother's embrace, cool drink on a warm beach.
I'd have to
In the
really
arms
think
of a
about that
woman.
one. I guess
Whatever the best thing you can think of, that's not even it. It's a lot more than that. I don't know if it's the same for everyone, but I would say that there's always sunshine at the end of the rainbow, so to speak.
Well, thank you. I hope that
There are no rainbows in this world.
Yeah, there is now.
There is now.
I hope that one day when the time comes, it will be as you say. For me, I thank you for sharing. That couldn't have been easy.
It most certainly wasn't. I think one of the other things that I really liked about getting a glimpse into that place is it smelled really good. They got some good cooking up there, or wherever it is. So I'm looking forward to a very nice banquet when I get there eventually.
Heroes Feast.
Yeah, Heroes Feast.
Of the sort or something, yes.
Okay. So as you guys finish up that conversation, you guys are starting to follow Raynor, who's looking a little bit sluggish and downtrodden. And you guys make your way along the trail here. You're able to follow the tracks easily enough based on your previous roll. And as you kind of crest out of this canyon, you come a little bit more into the desert proper. And then you see that it kind of forms a little bit of a valley the further out you go. And along the... Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Am I next to you?
Guidance.
Guidance.
We're all walking, so yes, you'd be.
Guidance.
That's fine. You can give guidance.
We're in our actual, walking.
16.
16? Okay. So as you look out into this valley, with the training that you have, you're able to make out that this looked to be some sort of... You get the impression that there was planning here. And you can make out things that aren't natural. And you see what looks to be some ruins of buildings, some that are completely, almost completely obscured, others that are a little bit less obscured. And it looks like in some places things have like sunken into the ground, like there's almost like the sand sank down into the depths. And that's going to be where we leave off, with you looking at this horizon, this territory, and we'll pick up next time. So thanks for listening. It's been a pleasure having all of you with us for so long, and take care.
You have been listening to RollFare, a D&D podcast. Produced, recorded, and mixed by SF Shields. Executive produced by the RollFare team. Copyright 2021 by RollFare LLC. All rights reserved. Visit us online at rollfare.com.